Um, so you don't come across as nervous to me. All right. So
Wow.
that I think is a real positive. You don't come across as being, as unsure of yourself and as uncertain as you prepared me to think you might be. Do you know what I mean? So I don't
Wow.
I don't think you need to worry about oh, they're going to see that I'm really nervous or anything. That doesn't come across in you at all. There's a calm center to you that I felt came across. Okay?
You.
So I think, that's a really I think you're less nervous than you think you are. If that makes sense, It's not
It's
coming across.
because
Let's put it that way. It may be that you have all kinds of crap going on inside, but that's not what's coming across. All right. So
wonderful.
that I think is really, really good. I also, there were a couple of places where the stories that you told were really excellent. I think that I have to remind myself of some of the questions. Um, so the story that you told me when I asked you about describe an encounter with an angry or frustrated patient,
Hmm.
you started with the IT story. Don't even bring that one in. Tell the story that you told. That was a really good story.
Okay.
Okay, about the man and his wife, how they just found out about the cervical cancer and everything. That was a good story.
Okay.
There was another one, um, the quick decision one. Again, don't tell the IT story. Go straight to the one about where you went to recording. That one. That was also a really good story.
Which one was that?
That was the tell me about a quick time when you had to make a quick decision.
Hmm.
And you talked about how you had to decide. You noticed no one was recording,
Oh,
and you
okay.
jumped
Doing
in.
rapid response.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Um, so and part of what made those good stories was one, obviously they illustrated the point well. Um, Two, they you gave sufficient detail for me to get a picture of what was going on,
Got you.
um, and also how you then responded to it. And you could see your compassion and your sense of wanting to try to work this out on behalf of the patient in that first example. But then
Mhm.
also in the second example, you kind of taking that big picture view. Okay, what role should I play based on what everybody else is doing and what is not getting done? So they were very illustrative of things, which is an important aspect of the stories.
Mhm.
Um, and you also, with both of them, I think, did a nice job of bringing it back around to the result and what happened as a result of you doing that, and how the positive outcome of those stories.
Okay.
So when you go back and you watch the video,
Mhm.
which I really do encourage you to do,
Oh, I
I
will.
would pay particular attention to those two stories and how
Okay.
you told them and what you see in those, because they are good frameworks or archetypes, whatever you want to call it, for how you should try to tell all your stories.